Hello, Soul Garden. I'm Skip Jennings here for another episode of The Urban Mystic, and it is your shout out episode. So, I want to focus around some general questions that I've had come through the website, and it's around prayer. I have three questions, great questions. We're going to talk about prayer. So, I'm just coming off of doing a major workshop here in Los Angeles around prayer. It was called the Playground of Prayer. And one of the things that we talked about prayer as being is the same vibration of playing. So in your prayer life, it should feel powerful, good, energized. So I'm going to talk about these three questions to help you to energize and energize your prayer life and maybe give it a little bit of a kick in the spiritual behind. So here we go. First question around prayer I always get, how do I know that prayer really works? Well, I believe this, that prayer is around affirming the truth, affirming those God qualities, those divine principles that are you. And affirmative prayer is about shifting the way you see your life. So I don't pray begging or beseeching for anything. I pray to know who I am. So in that, if my mind is changed, if my consciousness is greater and more expansive, then I know prayer works. That's how I can tell if prayer works. Here's the second question. How long should I pray, or is there a certain time I should pray, or whatever? I believe prayer comes in so many different lengths. Meister Eckhart says this. If you only say thank you, that's a prayer. That's a prayer of gratitude to the universe. It could be that short, or it can be extensive. We have something that we call the affirmative prayer, 6 steps in affirmative prayer, where we start off with gratitude, and then we go into recognizing God, and then we go into the unification of God, and then we go into the realization step, and then we finish in the thanksgiving step, and then we end again in releasing the prayer. That's a very extensive prayer treatment or affirmative prayer. It can come in different ways. It can come in going into simply this, I'm one with God. That's an affirmative prayer. So it comes in different lengths. Allow the length of the prayer to come from you. Don't get caught up in a box saying a prayer has to be this amount of time. So the third question around prayer that I want to answer is, should prayer be something that we're asking? We're asking to get something. And if we don't get it, does that mean it's not working? Well, again, here's that thing about prayer. That prayer, when you're asking for something like more money or a mate or a car, there's an essence of prayer, something that you're really, really trying to connect with. If you're praying for money, what you're really praying is to know that you're abundant. If you're praying for a new mate, that perfect person to come in your life, what we're praying to know is that we are able to share love. If we're praying for a new job, what we're really praying is the ability to share our creative side, to be more creative. If we're praying for a new house, what we're really praying is to know our security. And our security is not in the home. We're secure in God. We're secure in Source. It's not what you're praying for, it's where you're praying from. Pray from a place of knowing that you're one with God. I love prayer. It's my favorite thing to do. God is my favorite subject. So remember, I can help you through anything. If you want to know more about prayer, contact me, email me, send me some questions around prayer, and I can answer them the next time in the shout out episode that's coming up in the next cycle that we're in. All right? So this was fun. Great time. Remember, you are one with God. You are one with that prayer life. Until next time, I'm Skip Jennings.
So